Hi, many people are puzzled right now on which unit they should roll on because there's like thousands of metas in this game. They're all good in their own ways, and today I'll tell you what they're good for, what's their usage, what's their purpose, I think they're worth, and at the end I'll tell you what you should be rolling on. Hope you enjoy the video. Aizen is one of the most expensive unit in the game, costing 136k to max out, and his DPS is one of the highest in the game. He is essentially like Sakura. With 1 SPA he just attacks everyone in his range, from 1% to 80% of his damage, depending on how close the enemy is. And he is the best MVP farmer or damage farmer in the game. Let me show you an example. So I can go against this guy with 2 farms, bunch of monarchs on meta units, including Gogeta, with just a singular monarch Aizen. I'm gonna be using supports for the rest. And I'm here out damaging him by 100 mil. Why MVP farming is important is that some modes like Rift and Portal gives you times 2 reward when you're the highest damage in the game, and there's at least 3 players in the server. So Aizen is the most practical unit for MVP farming, and he will be meta MVP farmer until the devs decide to do something and release 1 SPA unit again. Also, did I mention that he is the strongest boss killer in the game right now? His ability to stop the enemies for 15 seconds straight, and for every enemy that stops by the wall, gets Aizen buffed. His damage is very insane. He can deal up to like 5 million per ability. He also gained values as an unbound DPS unit because you can use him for Tsukuyomi. So he is tournament meta, he is MVP farming meta, spawn killing meta, because his SPA is 1, you can just place him in the entrance and he'll just spawn kill the enemies. You'll spawn kill these enemies because he has 1 SPA, so he is the best unit to use for things like daily challenges, R challenges, whatever. Sung Jinwoo gains very high value because his elemental is unknown. Many people don't know what unknown does, so here's what it does. It makes him immune to any stuns, so basically every unit with unknown is immune to stuns even if it's not stated into your passive. And he cannot trigger any elemental reaction. Negative or positive, he just ignores all of them. One of the reasons why Sung Jinwoo couldn't get 19 out of 20 rating is the fact that Sung Jinwoo is really good unit even without Monarch or just any trait. He can be used as just a placement unit. Just place him 3 times and then set Arise and he'll spawn in these shadows for you. Sung Jinwoo's Arise scales off of the enemy's HP, so no matter what damage Sung Jinwoo has, it'll always be the same on how much your someone's HP will have. So Sung Jinwoo is super good, even if you don't reroll anything on him. You can just use your main DPS and use Sung Jinwoo on the side with his Arise buff, and whatever Sung Jinwoo has hit and your main MVP kills, the Arise works on them for some reason. So you can just get free Arise, which is really huge. And with the Risen patch, he can be placed in Tsukuyomi just like Aizen. So having unknown is like having unbound, which gives him super high value. And he is easily one of the best DPS in the game, probably the best. His summon scales off of his own damage, except the Arise. So the Arise is what makes him so free to play friendly. But other summons like Barrow and Iron scales off of his own damage, so you need Monarch for those. Imagine killing an enemy with like 500k HP, then that's like getting 50k HP summon 3 times with 3 Sung Jinwoos. That's really good, especially if you already have main DPS Monarch. He's getting 18 out of 20, not because he's worth 18 out of 20, but because it's more worthwhile to reroll on any other units. So if you're not caught up with the update, the devs somehow decided to give Diavolo some steroids, and he deals a tiny bit more damage than Sangjunwoo, I think. Yeah, look at it, just a tiny bit, yeah? And he has the best crowd control ability in the game, making the enemies walk back 15 seconds straight. And once the ability finishes, they're slowed by 15 seconds. I mean 50%. Not 15, 50%. Yeah, very balanced. We have Sangjunwoo with Hado 90. That's Diavolo. He is tournament meta and infinite leaderboard meta, and he will be the meta forever, unless the devs do drugs. Oh, and did I mention that his ability gives him ×2 damage, along with counter, so whenever he's attacked, he just throws back the attack. Yeah, very balanced unit. Oh hey, it's the community's favorite, the material girl. He costs 200 freaking K to max out, being the most expensive unit in the game. He has one of, if not the highest DPS in the game with 60k. His clone also has hits, so it's like essentially having 2 units. You can set priority to the clone too, so it is just having 2 units in one. He is one of the best shield breaker because he has like 6 hits, including his sub-1. And he is the best leak coverage in the game because of his teleport. He can just teleport back, and the only downside of Gogeta is that he is not immune to stuns. But this also means you can use Yachiro on him, so take your pick. Yhwach is one of the cheapest units to upgrade on 60k, and he has one of the highest DPS in exchange for his money cost. But the only downside of this unit is that you need a certain team to even max out his damage. But he is still one of the best units for short waves because he costs so less, and he has a very big range even if you just nerf with your main team. I did not expect this video to be so long, to be honest. I'm gonna just speed things up.
Darkness